Hey besties, I'm calling you at like 5:30 in the morning, you better answer. So today's Friday and we are anticipating one of the worst storms in a while, and it tends to happen here every, I don't know, 6-7 years. Coincidence? I think not. Clearly I just woke up. I've been awake since 3:30. Here's the thing, my therapist says I have anxiety. And my psychiatrist, I hate to say both in conjunction because it makes me sound like I should just check myself in. My psychiatrist is for my ADHD. They both say that I have anxiety. And for me, when you grow up in a household where mental health is not real, you know, like, oh, you have depression, go clean the bathroom. Or if you see a therapist, you're crazy. You think you're crazy? Is it because you're crazy? Just talk to me, talk to God. It stays with you. And while I haven't absorbed that mentality, maybe I didn't develop the skills of knowing exactly how anxiety can manifest itself. So for me, I think I've had like maybe 2 panic attacks twice in my life. And it's hard because you don't know that's what's happening. The other ways that I notice it is I'll forget to eat, or I get really itchy. Someone said they're called somatic, like somatic behavior. I'll get really itchy, I'll scratch, you know, like, oh, why am I so itchy? It's so weird. Or I can't sleep. And so I woke up at 3:30 and we're supposed to have a really bad storm. Now, the last time it got really bad, 2 of our pipes froze. Water was coming in through the side of the house and our garage was flooded. And then after the storm passed, our water softener, I'm trying to whisper because everybody's still asleep. Our water softener, the water softener obviously doesn't freeze because it's salt water, but the water line that passes through on the side of the house to put the water into the softener froze. So we couldn't get water anyway. So that was great. And then years before that, I was pregnant with Daniel, and that's when we found Ernie during Ice-Mageddon. I think that was 2014 or 2015. I was still naive back then, where I didn't realize how bad Dallas weather could get. And then last time, I think Parker and I were already married. Was it 2021? Yeah, we were already married. I mean, he's completely handicapped me. If you need help, I'm here. If you need safety, I'm here. If you need stability, I'm here. If you just ask me, you know? And so I'm like, oh, I got a man, he'll take care of it. But that's an act of God. You can't plan for like freezers. You can't plan for like gutters to freeze. And as they're thawing out, they like push water through your house, because that's one thing that happened to us, which was so weird. Anyway, so yesterday we tried to prepare as best we could. We have a lot of those battery pack things, like the bigger size ones for, I don't know, if we need to connect our phones or iPads, computers, heaters, lots of heaters in the rooms and fan, things like that. We have that, but I'm like, what else do we need? What else? I feel like I'm not doing enough. We covered the pool equipment. We have a heater going in the media room and the garage, which are the coldest part of the house. And they also have plumbing running through the walls of it. So if it's the coldest area in your house and it has plumbing, you know, we are blessed, praise Jesus, because most Dallas homes have the plumbing running over through the attic, like overhead plumbing. Whereas like most houses that are in snowy parts, the plumbing is underground. Ours is underground and on the walls. It doesn't ever go over the attic. So what in a lot of homes you have to do is like you have to open the attic doors. And if you have poor insulation, your house is like freezing, or the pipes freeze, burst, and then they like dump water through the roof of your house or the ceiling of your house. You guys want to see the babies?
Want to say good mornings? Do you want to say good mornings? Do you want to say good mornings to our friends? Do you want to say good mornings? Yeah. Oh, say good mornings. Oh, say good mornings. Oh, say good mornings.
I've been trying so hard to put a jacket on Hank. So I have it here. He took his collar off the other day and I haven't been able to put it back on him. He's I told you guys, it's progress. So there's some days we can do stuff, some days we can't. So I've been trying to put on his jacket because we're expected to have like hella crazy weather. Haven't been able to, we don't want to get up yet. All right, it's fine. It's totally fine. Anyway, so I was like, we're not doing enough. We're not doing enough. We covered the pool equipment. We have the heaters in the right places. We have batteries in case we lose power. What else do we need? Like I have a pantry full of snacks, but it's like, it's a lot of crap food. You know, it's a lot of crap food. Like what else? Because there's so much hype right now on socials, especially local, where it's like the grocery stores are sold out. There's no eggs, there's no milk, but to me, I'm like, I'm concerned about what I have currently. Like if the power goes out and we go to full power failure or rolling blackouts, I don't want to lose everything that's in my refrigerators and my freezer. Like that would devastate me. That's a lot of food. That's a system I've developed. I don't want to lose that stuff. And so I'm like super concerned. I'm like, okay, but that's an act of God. I can't control that. So I'm going to let it go. I'm going to honor the fact that I feel worried, but I can't do anything about it. I have ice chests, and if it gets below 0, I'll put the stuff outside that really matters. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But what if we do have power failure? I'm not going to open the refrigerators. What should we eat? Like, what do we eat? What do we drink? What if we run out of water? How are we going to flush the toilets? You know, so there's a couple things that I still want to do today, specifically like fill the guest bath with water so we can flush if we need to, or what do we eat? You know, like what is something that we can eat that is not terrible for you? So I was wide awake. The point of this, starting the vlog early and being fully dressed at like 5 in the morning, I had to jump on Shipt. You guys, not sponsored by the way. This vlog isn't sponsored. I jumped on Shipt and I was like, I can't. I had an original concept plan for what I wanted to do for another partnership that I have with them. But I'm like, you know, while it's nice to do the cutesy, fluffy concepts, this is a very real situation for me, is how I feel and how nervous I am, and seeing the lines at the stores. And I told you guys I've had, I think 2 or 3 panic attacks. One was around my divorce. The other one was in the middle of a restaurant with Sam. If you guys remember Sam, she was my best friend for a long time. You guys keep asking me what happened, why I haven't talked about her. We both chose not to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, relationships end. They don't have to be romantic relationships. You can grow up, grow out, you know, move on. And our relationship was so special that we chose not to publicize it. And the fact that we keep getting asked, even though we keep saying that, it's getting to the point where it's like, none of your business. You know, I'm sorry if you missed it, but we've talked about it a lot without having to say it and say that we're not saying it because it's private. We chose to keep it private. Obviously, I'm behind on sleep, guys. Sorry. So the second time we were at a restaurant and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, I'm fine. Are you okay? Are you sure? Because I think she saw the signs there. She's like, "Go sit in the car. I'll be there in just a second. I'll take care of this. Just go get it. Just go wait in the car." And it was weird. It's such a weird feeling because I can't even explain it. I'm like, I don't behave this way. That's why it's so hard for me to absolve the concept is I don't behave this way. What's going on? What am I scared of? To me, the way it sounds like is a lot of voices around me. I can hear every single conversation around me clearly. And it starts to get louder and louder and louder, and it scares me. Is that weird? Maybe that's a diagnosis. I don't know. But that's the times that I've experienced panic have been like that. So I'm like, what can I do? And that's usually the way that I can soothe myself. That's my pacifier, is what can I do to feel like I'm doing something? And that usually makes me feel better. So I jumped on the Shipt app and I was like, I need to eat. I need to order supplies. Like there's special batteries that we need. There are bottled water that we could use. We are anti-bottled water. We bottle our own water. You know, we have our water bottles. So I ordered water bottles. What else? Tuna, like shelf-stable food that isn't just chips. Tuna, some cans of soup that I know my kids will eat. Chomp sticks, beef jerky, some Cliff Bars. Assuming that we have rolling blackouts, which is usually what we have, not full total loss of power. Oh God, I hope. It's just something that'll hold you over, you know, along with bananas and things like that. So hopefully it can come through. It's supposed to be delivered this morning. So I'm hoping that it'll pan out. The thing is that it doesn't matter if it doesn't pan out because once I have boots on the ground, like I have somebody out there in the store for me without me having to panic even further. They can be like, they have this. Do you want this instead? Do you have this? Because it's like I'm there, you know? Anyway, I'm going to do something with this. I love my haircut, but it's at that length where I don't know what to do with it. It's gonna take a lot of effort for me to do something cute with it. I don't know if today's the day, you know? I already heated this up to straighten my hair, but I'm also not feeling like I want to. What do you guys think? Looks pretty bad, doesn't it? Put my new shower cap on it. Look how cute this is. It's terry lined. Isn't that adorable? I came home from getting my hair done, obviously I don't put on a shower cap very often because I don't have much hair and I wash my hair almost every day, but there are days where, like, when I went to get my hair done with Katie, right? Do you guys ever notice that when you get your hair done and they blow dry your hair doesn't stink? It smells good, like whatever shampoo they use. But when you wash your hair at home and blow dry your hair smells like hair and blow dryer. Is that just me? Do I blow dry my hair wrong? Because when you leave a salon, your hair smells amazing, like the hair products they use. So when I get home, I don't want to mess up my hair. I won't wash it just for that one day. My hair is way too greasy. And so I had to get a nice shower cap. I was using the ones that I would take from hotels, like if you go on a trip, and I finally ran out. Like, I don't know, 7 years later of trips, those little plastic disposable ones, and I would reuse them, but I can't find any more. So I had to get this one. I think it's like $6 on Amazon. It's so cute. Look, it's like secure. If water creeps in, it's terry, so it's gonna suck up the water, which is nice. I thought it was cute. This is not. Let me fix it. Okay, a little better. I can't do much about the static. I think it's gonna be one of those weekends, whatever. Okay, so I've been telling you we're preparing for the storm, right? We're preparing to be without power. We're preparing for school closures. We're preparing for I don't know how many inches of ice. So obviously in that preparation, and I snowball and spiral and start to do a lot of, holy dry shampoo. I start to do research on best ways to prepare for like a winter storm, and everyone's like, you have to do your laundry, especially if you have young kids, because not only do they get their clothes dirtier, they don't tend to have as much clothes as adults because they grow so fast, so we don't buy that much clothes for them. I'm like, yeah, I do their laundry on Fridays anyway. I do their laundry on Fridays anyway. So yesterday was Thursday. I'm like, boys, I'm gonna do your laundry a day early. So just drop it over, sort it, check pockets, whatever. I'm like 3 loads away from finishing. Our dryer broke. And everything said, like everything you Googled said, oh, so if your dryer breaks, or because it stopped heating, like it was working, it just didn't heat. There was no heat. So everything we looked up was like, if it's not heating, it's usually something super simple, like a clog. Start with anything lint related. That's it. That's usually it. Or maybe the wall, has the hose. It's usually a hose. Like a sort of in between problem would be you blew a breaker or whatever. I'm like, well, that's not it, because it still turns on, it still turns and everything. It's just not heating. The hardest problem would be that the heating coil broke. So I got my appliance repairman here really early in the morning. So Parker's like, oh, let's call the guy. We have this guy. This guy, he reminds me of the dad, the man on Instagram that teaches you how to tie a tie and, rewire a lamp. Oh my God, he's literally everybody's dad. Okay, so this guy that fixes our appliances, he looks like that old man. And he calls him and he's like, yeah, with the storm coming, I'll try to get out there around maybe before noon. And Parker's like, So of course he jumps on YouTube. Parker's like a YouTube plumber, electrician, mechanic, iPhone repairman, Switch repairman. He's fixed Mateo's Nintendo Switch. So he jumps on, he's like, oh, I know what to order. Oh, I ordered it from Amazon. It'll be here between 4 to 8 next morning, today. So I'm awake, doing my panic order on Shipt. It was like 4:30 in the morning. And I see somebody at the front door. He just put it in. Do you want to show the broken part?
Yeah, this is the thing that heats the air.
This is the thing that hits the air.
The coil broke.
And there's the broken coil. He says it gets this gets so hot it turns orange. And so I guess it snapped. Yeah, I mean, the dryer's older than Mateo. So, wait, is it? Yeah, I think it is. So we're going to see. It's a moment of truth. Do you need the hose? Do you want to plug anything in?
Yeah, I got the hose.
You need help? Sorry. What's everywhere?
Lint everywhere.
It already did. I went in there yesterday and it was in my eyelashes, in my hair, it was in my...
Let's see if it works.
No! Without the hose? Ugh. Oh no. I think once all the gunk flies out, we'll be okay.
You smell it? It's hot.
Is it hot?
It's hot.
Yes, it is. Sorry.
Fixed it.
You fixed it?
Fixed it.
Oh my goodness, you fixed it!
It's all back.
You know what it smells like? It smells like when I blow dry my hair. That's a good sign. That means I'm burning it. Oh my god! You guys, I'm so spoiled.
$18.
Like, $18 for the part. Well, how much is for service and labor?
$300.
$300. It's moments like these that you don't realize how absolutely spoiled you are, because like it's a given, right? If you have an appliance that you use regularly, it's a given that you have that appliance. Like, I don't know, it could be something you use every day, like your coffee maker. And then when it breaks and you don't know how to act, then you're like, oh, I should probably talk to Jesus more often, you know? So the dryer broke and then the washer goes off, that the washer's done. It was literally like a wand over me, and it was a whole different mood. I was so upset because I'm like, there's so much laundry and they're tiny little pants and little underwears and little socks. How am I going to dry it? And Parker dead looks at me and he's like, hang dry it? Hang dry it? I'm like, oh, yeah. Like clothespins and stuff. Like, duh. I remember doing that as a kid outside, you know, like my dad had this like nylon rope and little wooden clothespins, and we had to hang stuff outside. I remember my mom telling me once, she's like, you're tall enough, you can reach. I don't know, I think I was like 5. Always been a freak of nature. And you comfortably eliminate that struggle. And it's very humbling, and I appreciate it. You know, it was also very humbling having a husband that can fix everything and that is here to soothe the panic. So we can fix our dryer and it lives to see another day. There is clothes currently in the washer right now that has been sitting there because I ran out of places to hang it. I can't hang it outside. It's cold and it's raining. That's the whole point of the storm, by the way. I think I skimmed over it. The reason the storm is so bad is because it's raining all day today, then the temperature drops. Then that's when we're gonna get freezing rain and sleet. We don't get that fluffy stuff. You know, I don't get to say I get to go to the snow, go in the snow. I don't know, apparently people from San Diego say it wrong. We get the yucky stuff. So that's what we're preparing for, but you know what I don't have to prepare for anymore is hang drying clothes. You know what else? I realize how terrible I am at my lint. Like taking out my lint. Parker always teases me that I don't clean out the lint filter, the lint trap or whatever. And I'm always like, whatevs. You can clean it out too. He cleans it out every time for me as well. Once he took the dryer apart, there's lint in places that there shouldn't be lint. So I should probably get better at that. I should probably also lock in because it's a school day and the kids are all going to school. I mean, it's like 40 degrees outside, but raining. The weather is not going to get yucky until 5 or 6, the rush hour, you know, like the commute home, that's when it's going to get really bad. So I'm going to turn on the oven for their lunch. Then I have to I'm so bad at this. I'll do everything for everybody else. I'll do the dog's medication, you know, coffee, tea, whatever we're doing, pack the lunches, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end, I'm like, oh, I have to do my supplements. So bad at that. I wish I just woke up. This is how bad I am. I wake up and I don't pee until I'm done with everything. Isn't that awful? Meanwhile, you know, this one over here, he gets up, gets ready, pees, makes his coffee, and I'm like, I need to do that. I need to learn to do that. That's the right way to do things. You know, it's the wrong way to do things is this terrible lighting. It's making me look like a marshmallow. It might just be the rosacea.
When you're on an airplane, you're supposed to put your mask on for everybody else's when you're crashing.
See? I don't put on the crashing air mask. That's not going to save anybody's life. But I need to. I hear if you put things in a cute mug, like it makes it so much more exciting. So this is the supplement I was telling you about in the previous vlog. It's the Row Liposomal NAD+. A lot of people, like the ones that take their supplements like for real serious, they inject it into their bodies every morning, like right in their butt. Squeeze, teaspoon. Like one hard squeeze is a teaspoon. And then I have pre-cut lemons. I'm sure if you pre-cut them, it's like less good for you, but nobody got time for that. Ooh, Squirt it everywhere. They need to invent something like that doesn't get lemon juice everywhere. Although it's really good to clean your counters. If you get to it right away when it's wet and you just rub, it's very good for cleaning your counters if they're safe. Your counters are citric acid safe. So squeeze that in, and it's a lot. This is a huge lemon. Usually I do about half a lemon. Let me get to this fast. I wish you guys could see. It cleans it really nice. But you have to get to it when it's wet, otherwise it turns sticky. It's super weird. Okay, then I do drinking water about halfway, and then I put a little bit of hot water from my kettle to bring it up to warm temperature. You don't want it hot because I don't like to heat up my supplements, but you also don't want it cold. You guys, I forgot to show you the red kiwi. So I think it was 2 or 3 vlogs ago, but this is what it looks like. It's very appetizing. Are you jealous? This is what it looks like, you guys. It's not red kiwi. It's the middle part is red. Isn't that interesting? It is good. The texture is exactly the same as the New Zealand kiwis, but it's sweeter. This has absolutely no tart or tanginess to it. It's just like soft and sweet. I miss the tart of the New Zealand one. So it's good, but I still prefer just the basic yellow one more. And those are hella fresh and hella good at Sam's at the moment. This is why you can't FaceTime your friends on a school morning, you know, because we get distracted and then I think of all the things I want to share with you. And I'm like super distracted. I want to do this, you know, like I don't want to go pack a lunch. I don't want to convince Hank to take his medication. Rue's really good at it. Hank's like, he reminds me of Ernie. That dog could sniff out medication in like, I don't know, Wagyu beef. You know what I mean? You better go back to sleep, little homie. They don't want to go outside. I don't know what I'm going to do. In my shipped order, I ordered a giant box of extra large wee-wee pads so that I can go, let's go potty, and they can go there because they're not going to go outside. Not only is it going to be freezing, and they've never experienced freezing rain, snow, ice, any of that. I told you guys, they're hoarded dogs. They were never outside. So wind, drizzle, any just slight change in weather, they refuse to go outside. Hank was very brave this morning and he peed. But typically their morning routine is they run out, they both pee, and they poop at least 3 times. Each of them. They save it. And so this morning she was like, nope, not happening. So now I got to hawk watch her all day so that she doesn't pee in the house, which she's really good at. I was telling Parker the other day, I'm like, I don't know where these dogs came from because they hold their potty really good, which is not a good thing. You're not supposed to hold your potty. I sat here to show you something. So these things you need if you're preparing for a storm and you have people that depend on devices like for entertainment, or dogs that require an electric blanket, or you need to be connected to your computer somehow. Anything that requires power. We have this really big one. I have these from when I was a strong, independent, single woman. Now I'm a completely dependent, married woman. Where I just go,
Oh, it's dirty. Oh, it's heavy. It makes me cranky.
and then my husband just helps me. And then I have these too. So these have a little handle. They're very cute. I always carry one in my car. You're not supposed to carry them in your car, Danny. You know what? I know one of these days I'm going to need it. This one is awesome because not only does it charge really fast, it has every single kind of port you're going to need, like even just a regular power outlet, the 3-prong, the 2-prong. It has an AC adapter port, which is really nice. And this is a flashlight. See, the handle does come in handy. Let me see if I can turn it on and show you. Boom! So if it's in the dark and you need to charge stuff, look at that. Boom, boom. Are you impressed, Parker?
Sure.
See? Oh, look at that. It's an emergency. Is that Morse code? I don't know. I just know it has a handy flashlight. You don't know when, the power is going to be out and you need to find your Snickers, So anyway, I'll link those for you if you guys were in a mild panic or just like to be overly prepared. And right now I got to go get some kids up and get them ready for school. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be do we have to? But the storm. him, but this, but Parker's taking the day off from work, and if he wasn't, I would have let them stay home, but I'm the fun parent. He says they can go to school. I don't think they can. It should be a winter ditch day, but I think they'll probably cancel school next week, so gotta be responsible. Being an adult is bullshit, okay? It's ghetto and it's a trap. Before the kids went to school, Ship saved the day. Water, batteries, wee pads, snacks, Cliff Bars. The chat that we had, look at, can you tell how cold it is? The chat that we had back and forth, like they don't have this brand, they have this. They don't have this bread, they have this. I was like, yes, 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 yes. Anyway, I grabbed my camera because I'm making dinner. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. But I was going to give you guys a tip. So if you guys have an outdoor grill and it's sensible for you to be outside, like we have a covered, area. One of the reasons I love pot roast. It's one of my favorite foods to eat and to make. But searing the meat is probably, I can't. The whole house smells like raw beef for the rest of the day. And the splatter, the smoke, because you have to have a really high heat for a sear. You have an outdoor grill? Do it outside, you guys. Let me see if I can show you without burning you. Probably not. Maybe up here. There we go. That's better. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Make sure you have real stainless steel. You have to have real stainless steel. When you're searing, stainless steel. You can burn the crap out of your pan and then clean it with the little bar keepers and it's brand new. Look at that. Nice and seared. All right, number 2. Piece of meat. Close your lid, couple minutes, flip it. This is one of those things where like you almost can't mess up. Like aside from forgetting it, you really can't. You put it there, go inside, I don't know, put some dishes away, come back, flip it. Because it's so thick that you're not gonna overcook it. Nothing's gonna happen. And the more seared it is, the better, because it traps in the moisture in the meat and the juices and the flavors. So you're not gonna have that gray tinted, taupey looking, flavorless meat in your pot roast. You're gonna have that rich, caramelly, like deep flavor out of the pot roast. So, oh, and also I learned this the other day, which I'm not sure why I didn't think about it. I'm gonna write it in the description because the words have to be very specific. So when you're doing pot roast, they recommend that you get chuck, which is this part of the beef, the really tough, hard, like jacked part of like cattle. But there is another cut that is very close by, and it's literally identical, and it's like half the price. But the verbiage, I'm gonna write it in the description so that when you go to the store, you look for that one. Because dude, ain't nobody got time to be paying like $18 a pound for chuck when it's one of the toughest cuts. You know, like this isn't filet. Relax, stores.
You wanna brush your teeth? You wanna brush your teeth? Oh my goodness. Come here. Come here. Brush your teeth. You gotta wait, okay? You gotta wait. You gotta wait. Good job. Good job. You got yummy? It's a good boy, huh? It's a good boy. It's a boy.
Hey you guys, it's about noon. Parker just went to Home Depot because we needed a tarp for my fig. You guys, my fig is like my 5th child. I'm obsessed with that thing, and if it freezes, I will be devastated. It is one of the most beautiful figs in the entire world. It finally yielded fruit this year. So he went to get a tarp. He's like, no, we need to keep it alive. And while he was there, he calls me. He's like, dude, there was this line at the store. I just walked past it. I didn't even get in it. And a guy asked me if I wanted a generator. And I said, yes. We're so lucky. That means a lot to him. And it doesn't equate to me. But he's like, basically, power failure won't affect us from now on. From now until infinity, we have a generator and we can stay alive. And none of our food will go bad. So I'm like, say less. But he forgot to take my package, which we need to get out. So I'm hoping that if he pulls up, I could just be like, can you just swing back around? It's like right down the street. It is time to put the rest of the stuff in my, let me get my containers so I can prop you guys up. Okay, so typically I put everything in here and I run it all day on high. However, the potatoes and the carrots tend to get mushy for my taste. They taste like pot roast mushy, which most people like. That's what pot roast and pot stew and stuff is supposed to be, like a very tender, very soft. I don't like them that soft. So what I have been trying, and I'm kind of tweaking the amount of hours, is starting it for a couple hours, then adding the veggies. I just haven't found the perfect time. So typically I'll start the pot roast around 8 or 9 when Mateo goes to school. And I turn it off around 3 and it stays warm, or I can just leave it on warm. And then the veggie, the beef is beautifully done, but the veggies are like, if you pinch them too hard with your tongs, they fall apart. I don't like that. So what I've been doing is tweaking it where I'm like, I'll set a 3-hour timer, I'll set a 2-hour timer, and see which one works best. So I did a 3-hour timer this time. So I'm hoping by 4 o'clock, they'll be fork tender. I don't like them to be like puree tender. I like them to be stab tender. So like if you put a fork in it, it's gonna go in easily, but it won't fall off your fork either. Does that make sense to all my friends? We have, ooh, let me show you guys. So the beef is still really hard. I'm a boy. Okay, I'm gonna pull this out for now. But I'm on a roll. Damn it, now I'm splashing everywhere. You guys stop making me laugh. We're gonna get in trouble. The teacher's gonna get mad at us, you guys. All right, let's put in the carrots. I really hope, let me get my apron because, dude, you guys, pot roast grease is no joke. So I'm gonna put on my apron. That way I can work savagely. Yeah, you guys heard the pantry, didn't you? What happens when you hear the pantry? You want a snacky snack? Do you want a little snacky snack? I don't think you're if you guys can see you. Can you guys see the little nuggets down there?
¿Quieres little snacky cookies? You want a little cookies? Vamos a dar una cookie, mi amor, en toda tu vida. Vamos una poquita en tu pancita. ¿Quieres una poquita en toda tu pancita? Sí, una poquita. Over here.
What did we get? Oh, we got heart. And then, we got a paw.
Who wants the paw? Who wants the paw? Oh, my baby wants the paw, and you get the heart, mamas.
Yeah. You guys, these smell, feel, and look like actual cookies, but they're dog treats from H-E-B. They even have a little Texas cookie. Okay, so we're gonna put in our stuff. Let's do, tell me you're impatient without telling me you're impatient. So we got some celery, some carrots, and then these finally came. I knew these were gonna come in handy. Mateo knew they were gonna come in handy. I knew they were gonna come in handy. Little happy potatoes from Sam's. Do you remember a couple vlogs ago? He's like, Mom, we gotta get those. I'm like, honey, first of all, you don't like potatoes. Second of all, yeah, they're very cute. Let's get them. So just kind of move them around a little bit. Beef tends to float. You know, like rivers. If you watch documentaries, bodies float. Okay, so it floats. And if you put a lot of broth in here, it's gonna very float. It's gonna very float. So you gotta move stuff around, make sure it's fully submerged. You know, with the lid really helps. Oh boy. He's not gonna be happy. He's like, where is it? I asked him, can you take my package? He's like, where is it? I'm gonna say, in my hands. I say, in my hands, and then with the little emoji that has like the teeth that's like sent. Okay, so you gotta kind of zhuzh it around a little bit, push the meat in. It just writes itself, you know, like it really does. It writes itself. So after a little while, it'll get a little more tender, and we just got to make sure that stuff remains submerged. And it's an experiment. We're learning together, okay? So if it works, great. If it doesn't, you know what? Celery can be raw, carrots can be raw, and we'll just microwave the potatoes really fast. It's no big deal. Honestly, considering the storm we're facing, we're gonna be okay. I'm really putting all my love into this meal because if we lose power, which we won't because we have a generator now, I don't even know how to use a generator, okay? Then this is gonna be one of our last home cooked meals for a couple days, or unless we have rolling blackouts. The last time we had a freeze, the girls still lived here, it was in 2021. And we were in a rolling blackout area. So some people lost total power. We were lucky enough to get rolling blackouts. So we would get about 20 minutes per hour of electricity. So when those 20 minutes would hit, I would fast cook. So we still were able to eat, which was nice, but it was very stressful. It was like a fast food joint. You know, you had to like cook really, really fast. And we used the stove and everything, it was fine, but it was nerve-wracking. So I told you guys that I woke up super early today, right? I told you guys I couldn't sleep. My anxiety woke me up. My anxiety, oh stop. I can make fun of myself, okay? Like one of my sons has really bad anxiety, like crippling, like I see it, I feel it. It makes me feel so sad. And I see it manifesting in front of me, but I just can't, I don't know why I don't respect myself to allow myself to believe it for myself. So I just bully it out of me, and it doesn't work, but sometimes it does. Anyway, so my anxiety woke me up around 4:30 and I jumped on ship. I ordered a bunch of stuff and I was like, oh, I haven't showed my friends. I should show them what I got. So we did our best to prepare, but there were a lot of things that I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna need. And I do what I do best when I'm completely flooded. I mean, when I'm overwhelmed to the point where I freeze, I'm an ostrich. Like, ignorance is bliss. I'd rather just hide my head in the sand than deal with it. And I'm talking about stuff like, not if it involves my kids, not if it involves my marriage, but you know, like if I have an email that I need to get to that's like business related and I'm flooded, overwhelmed, or if I need to read a contract, I'm like, I'm gonna save it until, oh, Parker's here, Parker's here, Parker's here. Sorry, my US postalman just picked up my package. I need to stop. I need to stop. That is so inappropriate. Oh, look, they were looking for Daddy. Are you looking for Daddy? What happened? Is Daddy
bye-bye. He said, Daddy, go bye-bye. Did Daddy go bye-bye? Let's see where Daddy goes. Oh, where's your Daddy goes? Oh, where's my Daddy goes? Oh, where's your Daddy goes? Oh my God, you guys, I haven't told you. This guy does animal videos, and he just posted an Instagram reel where he's like, hey, if you have a complete, total new language, pitch, tone of voice, vocabulary that you use when you talk to animals, like that is just a whole other world level of like our brains function in a totally different way than other people. Are you sure you guys want to go outside? It's going to be scary and cold. Okay, well, we're being brave. Let's go for it. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, thank you for holding. That was a little bit dramatic, trying to get my hoarded little babies to go pee in the rain. Only one of them did it. Guess who? My perfect angel baby. Anyway, so the IG guy video, if I can find it, I'll link it, but he basically like gave the rundown of what it means when you have a whole totally different language / voice / vocabulary for animals. Like when you talk to animals, and it's like, it's literally a voice that will only come out when you're talking to an animal. Like you don't talk to your kids with that tone of voice or those words. You don't talk to your husband. It's literally just for animals. And he was saying something to the effect of, it's a sign of intelligence because while you are speaking a language like English, Spanish, or whatever, you have customized it to the degree where you change your pitch, your tone, your inflection based on their reaction. So you create almost like your own language that your animals can understand. I don't know, I thought it was super interesting. But if you guys want to see my little Target haul, so I got a bunch of non-perishables, which are also not super bad for you, like let's say Lay's or Doritos, which I could survive on for a week. And then also, hey, once this panic is over, this is stuff that like Parker really likes because he works out, he gets hungry, he gets peckish, and just makes him feel better about the choices. So I got a few flavors of like Kind. These are breakfast bars. I got some Cliff ones. I got Kind ones. These are the 0 sugar added ones. I feel strongly that these are candy bars. You know what I mean? It was like, did your parents ever buy you Kudos when you were little in elementary school? That was one American snack that my mom would buy us. I dream about a Kudo to this day. Like, bring Kudos back. Can we like bring them back in business? I think they were owned by Mars. They can afford Kudos. Kudos, if I could taste it one more time, I think it would just be like a hug for my brain and my soul and my little 8-year-old me. I got another breakfast. So we got the apple flavor, the honey oat, the candy bars, other Cliff bars. Here are the other bars. I got these, which I thought were fascinating. Wait, were these the fascinating ones? No, these. I got these for Mateo, the cookies and cream. These I thought Parker would love because that man is having a full romantic affair with caffeine that I will not interfere or disrupt. The man thrives. So I got those for him. I got to make sure my kids don't accidentally grab those. The kids really like these. These had a new on there when I was looking up for a very specific niche snack at 4:30 in the morning. These had a new next to them, and I was like, ooh, that's kind of neat. I love Quaker brand. Very nostalgic for me as well. These I have tried and really like. So I thought this would be a really good purse snack, you know, after the chaos is over. If you guys are a Pokemon lover, 2025 is their 30th anniversary, which means they came out when I was 11. I could have sworn I was much younger than that, but I was 11 when Pokemon came out. So it's their 30th anniversary, which means everything has Pokemon on it right now. I thought these would be a hoot just because my kids love Campbell's soup, Squirtle, Eevee, all the things. And then I got adult canned soup. Let's get to the healthy non-perishables, sort of. Daniel will sell his soul for Jack Links. Full on commit crimes for beef jerky. Then I got a whole bunch of tuna for crackers, you know, like there's a lot of stuff that you can put tuna with that is shelf stable, and it's actually really clean protein. Shocker, I know, because it's tuna. I don't know, did you guys think about that when you were little? Because to me, tuna always had like a bad connotation. It was like, ew, tuna. We ate it anyway. But now as a grown-up, I'm like, God, that's good protein. I got these batteries. I also have another kind of battery, but I already put it in the flashlights that I needed.
or I'll forget. The only type of bread that Target had, Kenny, my shipped guy, was like, hey, they don't have your bread selection or your backup, but they have this one. Do you want it? And I was like, honey, you could give me the rankiest, ugliest, whole grain, whole wheat, tastes like cardboard bread. And I was gonna say yes, because if it's the only bread that you can get for my family right now, I will be forever grateful. So we got that. Who doesn't like white sandwich bread with a thin layer of mayo and just really bad bologna? Tell me you grew up poor without telling me you grew up poor. I got 2 of these. This is the healthy meats for me and Parker. This and the tuna. And then big, I'm excited to see how big these are, because I anticipate, just like today, that my babies are not gonna wanna go outside, and I cannot have them thinking that this home, while it is their home and they are allowed to feel comfortable in it, they are not allowed to pee in it. And for some reason, most dogs, trained or not, know what a wee-wee pad is for. So I got the extra large ones. Because like if you have a boy dog, he's gonna do the leg thing. Although Hank's a squatter, but sometimes he throws me for a loop and lifts his leg. And then Rue just destroys wee-wee mats. She has a very, I'm pretty sure wee-wee mats like killed her real mother. You know, she has a vendetta. So look at how big these are. These are extra large, so they're the entire size. I measured at 4:30 in the morning. These are the entire size of that entryway. So I put it down and leave it there. If I'm concerned that Rue is gonna tear it up, I could put the white playpen that you guys have seen in the past around it, and then just have them use that as a potty. But look at this. Isn't that exciting? It's awesome. So it has 40. They are unscented, which unscented is good because usually it dissuades them to use them if they smell like lavender or baking soda or whatever. So 40's enough for the chance that they might not even need them. And then we had to get some fun stuff. And this is because I start to think about things like morale. So like if my dogs are scared and they don't want to go outside, their anxiety, they actually have literal clinical anxiety. I should just name this vlog anxiety. So they have diagnosed anxiety. The minute that they start to feel anxious, scared, afraid, the first thing that hits them is their appetite. So I'm like, if their morale gets down and they don't want to go potty outside, if they're afraid of the snow, if they're scared because things feel different, or we don't have power, or the house gets really cold, the first thing that they're gonna do is not wanna eat. So I need to have a topper they haven't tried before, a topper that has really good reviews, a topper that if I don't finish it, I have to put it in the refrigerator. That's how I know they're actually gonna like it. So I found these. I've never tried them. Have you tried them for your dogs? So these are chicken and beef toppers from Blue Buffalo. I was really hoping for like a really I mean, it looks yummy. It's like a little pouch. If it gets bad and my babies don't want to eat, I thought about everyone, okay? I thought about Parker. I thought about Mateo. I thought about Daniel. You guys, Daniel and Parker have a full-fledged throuple with cheese balls. They will sit in front of the television with chopsticks and eat cheese balls out of the container because nobody else eats these. In my humble opinion, these taste like, they love cheese balls. So I thought, you know what? If it gets to the point where we're just like, what's the point? Like, what are we doing? We're so over it. We're so tired. We're so this. We need something to like boost the mood, you know? So Ship really came through. I'm very excited. You know who also is coming through is my husband. And he asked me for help to bring the generator because it's heavy. And I can't find my shoes. I can't find my shoes. Hold please. I'm coming! All right, you called for the muscle?
Yeah.
Dang, how'd you get in the car? Did somebody help you?
This guy stopped and
Was she pretty?
got out of his Jeep and helped me.
Was it like a rubber ducky Jeep?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's heavy. I got it. My back's in it. My back's in it. Okay, I'm committed. Where are we committed?
Right here.
In the middle? Oh, my neck. Why is it so heavy?
It's a big gas motor and a big electric motor all in one. That's a good thing.
Am I gonna have to do this?
No, it has an electric start.
Oh, thank God.
You push a button.
Do you remember when I got yelled at the baseball game because I couldn't do it?
No,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, really?
I got yelled at.
No, he's got some bullshit. This is the real deal.
Oh, really?
Oh, heck yeah.
That is so heavy.
Look at this thing. It's got the push button start, vroom vrooms, wheels.
But give me the brief explanation, because every time I see a generator video, it's like outside of your house, it has a cable running in through a window. Where do you plug it in?
You know, I just ran into this at Home Depot, not even looking for it. No, there's not a chance in hell we'd ever find a generator right now.
Uh-huh.
Got this, and then they had no gas cans.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 3 stops to get that many gas cans.
Where'd you go?
I went to 2 racetracks and O'Reilly's.
Who had it?
O'Reilly had the 2 big ones. I got the 4 go-through from racetracks.
So cute. Why are they red? Are they red for a reason?
Yeah, they're always red.
Is it expired?
Yeah. Hazardous.
Is it because of firemen? This is your official interview of you are almost 50 years old and just got your first generator. How old do you feel?
50 years old because I have a generator. Yeah, and I'm super excited about having a generator
Also,
for my house.
I'm going to need you to say a couple of words because the most prevalent comment right now is, we miss Parker.
No, Parker's still around. I'm hanging in there. I'm not dead yet.
I haven't killed him yet. We don't need bill money yet. Guys, we can't be those neighbors. What? What? How cute is my husband? How not cute is a generator? Why did you guys tell me? Look, this is your responsibility as my panda friends, panda sisters, panda moms and grandmas to tell me generators are that loud. You know what? Honestly, I think that whoever makes generators doesn't care that they're loud, because once you need a generator, that's the last thing you're concerned about is how loud it is. I was telling him that I have a neighbor down the street and he was at work the other day and something was really wrong with our pool because our hot tub just completely drained itself. It was dry. And I texted my 2 neighbors and I was like, hey, I know that I'm flooding the alley. I don't know what's going on. And so one of my neighbors, so I only talked to the wives, right? Her husband group texted me with his wife, which I thought was so cute because that's the kind of stuff, you know, I would do. So they group text me and he's like, hey, I work from home. I'm here. I can pop in and take a look at it. Like, you don't have anything to worry about. So I was telling Parker, I'm like, hey, if you get called in, if you have stuff to do, if you need to go to work, I don't know how to use a generator, I could ask so-and-so and he can come over and help us. He's like, honey, everybody's going to be coming over to us to ask us for help with our generator. He's so cute. Just making sure he's not snooping on me. What do you guys want to go outside? You want to go outside where the big noise is? Okay, let's go. God bless you. God bless you. Do generators like smell that bad too? Did we do it wrong? I was out there lifting 500 pounds of generator. He's like, okay, now put it on the side and now do this. I'm like, can I put the nuts and bolts in and you can do the lifting? At this point, I am so spoiled that I'm just like, can you do all of it?